Do you know what? I can't even be surprised anymore when I hear about some of the things BBC spend your licence fee money on. Hi, it's me again, and I'm sorry in advance to you if you like this sort of thing that the BBC has spent your licence fee money on. If you like it, that's good for you and you feel like you're getting value from your TV licence fee, right? But why should other people's licence fees be spent on complete nonsense that most people don't care about? And this is more of that. BBC Scotland has come under fire over plans to cut long-running jazz, classical and traditional music programmes from its schedule. You know, I accept that many people like classical music. I accept that many people like jazz music and orchestral music. I get that. I like some funny music as well that maybe you don't like. I get that. And if you pay your licence fee to access this sort of thing, and you like that the BBC do it, and you feel that that's giving you value for your licence fee, then you're going to be cross, right? You're going to be cross because they're getting rid of it. But then you've got other people who pay the licence fee that don't agree with all this nonsense all this stuff being spent on this type of music, and they'd feel that they're not getting value for license fees. So now nobody's winning. Right? Everybody's angry at the BBC, and the BBC doesn't win at all. And the BBC are no stranger to this kind of waste. 6 full-on orchestras with about 400 musicians in them, the BBC keep on a retainer, and a head of orchestra that I can't find out for a fact, but he's got to be on a 6-figure salary. Why? Why? The majority of people that pay the licence fee are not interested in stuff like that. They are not. But they're not getting any value for money. But the small minority are getting value for money. And then this happens to the small minority and they're cross as well. BBC just can't win. They can't win because they can't make a good decision. The broadcaster has confirmed that his Classics Unwrapped and Jazz Night shows, hosted by Amy McDougall and Sinead Aitken respectively, are being wound up. It is also reducing the number of piping programmes from 2 to 1 as part of a shake-up. The cuts are being blamed on a 2-year freeze of the licence fee, as well as a move to focus on digital output. They can keep blaming this 2-year freeze on the licence fee as much as they want, but the fact remains that they get 3.7 billion, with a B, quid a year from the licence fee, and they can't make it stretch. There are so many countries out there that have a GDP of less than that have schools and airports and roads and infrastructure. And they make that work on less than 3.7 billion. But the BBC can't run a media organisation in this country on that amount of money. Absolutely ridiculous. It's ridiculous, isn't it? Stop blaming that. It's not the licence fee freeze that's costing you your money. It's your mismanagement of the licence fee that's costing you this. It's the mismanagement. Tommy Smith, founder of the Scottish National Jazz Orchestra and head of jazz at the Royal Conservatoire of Scotland in Glasgow, has accused the BBC of abandoning the art form. The BBC has insisted it's committed to showcasing all genres of musical talent in Scotland. I mean, there is a reason why loads of mainstream entertainment television channels don't carry stuff like orchestral music and jazz music. It's because it doesn't appeal to the masses, which means it doesn't pay the bills. There are a few specialist channels, BBC for one, and there's a couple of Sky ones, isn't there? But it doesn't appeal to the masses, and you've got to please most of the people most of the time with the licence fee. You can't just please the minority because it's off the majority who are paying the licence fee as well. And this is the problem. This is the problem. The BBC will never win. It can never win as long as there is a licence fee, because it's got to please all the people all the time, but it can't please anybody any of the time because of the licence fee. If they just get rid of the licence fee and find a way to pay their own bills, then you can't judge anymore, can you? The licence fee is causing the BBC problems. I don't get why they don't sit. Just get rid of this licence fee. Go commercial. Yes, you're going to take a hit. Of course you're going to take a hit. But you might build it back up in the future and you might build it back stronger. It's possible. And then you can do whatever you want without being judged by people because people aren't invested in you 159 quid a year. Licence fee's the problem. So it's not really my cup of tea, this. I'm not Scottish. I don't live in Scotland. I don't like jazz music and I don't like classical music. And I don't pay the licence fee. But if you do like all of those things and you do pay your licence fee, you've got to be quite cross. Like I said, you've got to be cross about that, right? But then there's loads of people out there that do pay their licence fee and don't want it wasted on stuff like this. With the licence fee in place, the BBC can never win. Let me know what you think about this down in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, because that way, hopefully I'll see you in another video again soon when I... Ta-da.